In less than 10 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to build your own AI-powered conversational chatbot, and you can share this with your client today. If you saw my last video, we went through vibe coding, that how can you build your own websites, apps using no-code platforms like Lovable, or using something more flexible, more scalable like VS Code powered by ChatGPT. In that video, we did a simple customer support form field. Your users can submit their contact details along with a message which goes to your customer support team. Today we are going to go a step further. We are going to build our own AI chat agent which will fetch some information and can have conversations with the user who are chatting with that agent. In today's video, we will be using webhooks. If you are new to this concept, webhook is a simple URL which basically is like a doorbell, where an app can signal your backend that I need some data from you. So it's basically a handshake between your front end and backend. So we are going to use a webhook to connect the app that we will build on Lovable and then connect it with our AI automations. If you have not seen my AI automation starter videos, please go ahead and watch it, because I have covered everything from scratch on how to build your own AI automations, because we will be just jumping in right into building our automation. So I'll not be explaining what exactly to do if you want to start from scratch. And we will not be using any coding today as well. Everything will be no code, just drag and drop. All you need is some logical thinking. Now there are two ways to do this thing. First one is that we use a webhook node from here. So that's option one. But the problem with that one is it's not real time. So it will receive a message, send an HTML card back. What we can do is, we instead of using webhook node, we start with a chat node. So we click on chat message, and one thing that you have to do is that you need to make this chat publicly available. Why? Because this URL is going to work as the webhook for you. So for example, you have a message here: hi there, my name is Nathan, how can I assist you today? This will be the first message that the chatbot that we will implement on the website will show to the user. We will change it later on. Now after that, we need to add one AI agent. So you go to the AI agent node, and so everything that's coming through the chat node will be going to the LLM that we will use, OpenAI or Gemini or whatever we want to do. Now what we have to do is we have to give it some instructions as well. For example, I need to give it a systems message. System message is a message that is sent to the agent before conversation starts. So it's used to set role, context, set some constraints, output rules and everything, even before it starts processing the data. And to make the process faster, I have already written down a full prompt for this whole agent. So you can just pause this video right now and you can just go through the prompt, copy it and use it after tweaking, or you can create something on by using this example as a reference. So just to read it out loud, a few lines: you are a helpful research assistant that answers general knowledge questions using Wikipedia. So this is a role setting start, and then giving it a task, which is your job is to provide accurate, concise and well-structured answers that are easy to read. We are going to give it Wikipedia and Think tools, the two tools that it will use, and some conversation rules that if you receive a greeting, say hi there, which wiki topic do you want to research today, and always attempt to use the Wikipedia tool first. Queries ambiguous, then ask one short clarifying question before searching, and things like that. And also a response style at the bottom, which is like be concise and structures. Start with one sentence answer summary, follow with like 3 to 4 bullet points or of key facts, and end with sources line containing 1 to 3 Wikipedia URLs used. So this was our instruction. The second thing that we have to do here is, if you go back, you can do it from inside as well. Like I can add the chat models and memory from here as well, but you come here, add a chat model, and let's call OpenAI chat model. 4.1 mini is good enough, sure. So we have a chat model here, a small memory so that it remembers the last conversation. right? If you have seen one of my initial videos about setting everything from scratch, I explained why the context window length and the memory is important, because then it will remember the context, who is it talking to and what was the previous question and things like that. And the tools that I was talking about, if you click on the tool plus button, you can just say search for Wikipedia. So now it has access to Wikipedia, and we can also give it access to Think Tool. Think Tool is nothing else but it just that gives it extra memory, additional memory to process the information. So before we link it to the chatbot that we are going to build in Lovable, let's do a quick test. But before doing that, I'm just turning off the make chat publicly available switch here so that I can test this thing locally. So open chat. Hey, let's see what it says. And it responded with, hi there, which wiki topic do you want to research today? Let's give it something to research. Tell me about Apple, the tech company. Let's see if it'll research on Wikipedia. So it's researching Wikipedia now. Let's see. All right, so it gave us the response here. Everything is here. So okay, so this is working. It also gave us the source and everything. So now that we know that it works and it can fetch information from Wikipedia, let me turn it off. I'll go back here and make the chat publicly available now. I just want to show you one last thing before we move on to Lovable, because I just remembered. The thing is that right now in this chat bubble, in the settings, after making the chat publicly available, the mode is hosted chat. The thing is that with hosted chat, that means that this chat will be hosted on a page served by n8n. We need to change it to embedded chat. Once we do that, we also get some instructions on how we can embed the chat into a web page. So if I click on that, you can just do it as well. You go down, you see this is the chat interface that you will see. So if you go down in the installation, the CDN embed, this is the HTML that we need to paste on the website. So what we have to do is just copy this whole thing, give it to Lovable as the prompt. And when it comes to Webhook URL, this is where you will use this URL, the Webhook URL that you receive here, and replace this portion in the capital letters, your production Webhook URL, with this particular code. Okay, it's as simple as that. So once we are done with that, now we can move on to Lovable. So now we will go back to Lovable, build a simple website which has a small bubble, which is our chat button. And if anyone clicks on the chat button, the bubble, it opens that conversational window, which is linked to this automation that we just did. So now we are on lovable.dev website to build our prototype, the chatbot prototype. If you are confused about how to use it, how to prompt Lovable, you can just go and watch the last video that I did on vibe coding for marketeers. So now what we will do is we will start giving it the prompt on the type of website we want, along with the webhook URL that we just received from n8n, and put it there. So just like what we did with n8n for our workflow, the prompt, I also created a prompt in advance for this website that we want to build. So it basically reads that build a single page wiki search agent web page that embeds the n8n chat widget and displays results inside the page. And then there's like purpose and the flow, that what exactly will happen. Interface is provided by n8n chat CDN, and then the UI, there will be a title, subtitle, short paragraph explaining that this is demo that uses n8n webhook, retrieve information, provide a dedicated container, and all those things. Also give it some accents and stuff. Then on the chatbot embed, I am asking it to embed this code as it is, because this is the code that we received from the support URL that was available on the chat interface inside n8n. And I replaced the webhook URL, the placeholder, with the URL that we received from n8n, this particular URL. You just copy and replace it. So you replaced it, And in the end, yeah, some more instructions on in terms of I want it in HTML, everything should be in page, no other external libraries and things like that, to make it like very, very simple. So if I just press go, let's see what happens. Okay, it's building something. It's thinking. Let's just skip through this one. While Lovable is working on building the chatbot and the web page for us, I just want to highlight something. The webhook URL that you receive, the URL within the chat node of n8n, keep that in mind that you are not supposed to share it with anyone, because if it's publicly available or a lot of people know about it and your workflow, if it's active, anyone can use that webhook to pull information from your workflows and may end up consuming a lot of your tokens. So avoid disclosing that thing. All right then, so it has developed the website that we asked it to develop, added some random information as well, smart source and results level source. Okay, it's fine. You can always ask it to remove a lot of these things. The key thing that we are looking for here is the chat bubble, which is at the bottom right corner. I'll just remove myself from here so that you can see. So this chat bubble, the red one, is the one that we were looking for. So let's just talk to it and see what happens. Okay, it's working. Seems like it's working. Hey, hi there. Which wiki topic do you want to research today? Okay, so we already did Apple. Let's ask it for something else. Okay, tell me about the 4 P's of marketing. Let's see. The 4 P's of marketing refer to the key controllable elements a company uses to influence. This is product, price, place, and promotion. Concept was in the 1940s by James Colleton and was popularized by Neil Borden. Okay, so the chatbot is working. Right now it's fetching everything from Wikipedia. What we can do is that we can publish this website and see the demo on the website itself. So I just clicked on publish and let's see what happens. Okay, so it's done. Let's click on the link. All right. So this is working for us. I'm going to put this a little on the side so that you know what's happening. Okay, I adjusted the window so that you can see the whole thing better. So let's just press on this bubble again and let's ask it about, hey, how are you doing? Hi there, I'm well, thanks for asking. Which wiki topic do you want to research today? You remember we gave that specific instruction that every time you receive a greeting, you have to ask which wiki topic do you want to research today. Tell me about growth marketing. Amazing. Okay, so it researched growth marketing and now we know that growth marketing is a modern approach. Okay, B2B, B2C and all those things, and it also gave us a link. All right, so it was less than 10 minutes and I hope that it was not too complicated to understand. You can rewatch the video and research a little bit more if you are confused, or you can just text me, drop a comment, and I'll explain how to make it happen, because sometimes you can get stuck in the loops or something can go wrong with something as simple as maybe a comma or a space that you put unknowingly. So it wasn't very complicated, I hope. And now what we will do is that this was a chatbot which is using Wikipedia as its source of information. So in the next video, what we will do is we are going to upgrade this chatbot and make it more relevant to something that your client or you yourself want to develop, which is a vector database connected to our chatbot. What is a vector database? We will explain in the next video, but we are going to store all the information that you have around your product, services, company, brand, employees, whatever you want to store or want public to access using the chatbot. We are going to use that and put that into a database, a vector database. Once it's done, it has the list of all the product and services and about the brand or people. It will start talking to you is specifically about those things. So then it will be more helpful for people who are trying to build a chatbot, an AI chatbot for their own company, for their clients. Then it will be more meaningful, more useful. So a quick recap on what we did, starting from our last video, which was we learned how to do vibe coding using Lovable and also VS Code and ChatGPT's combination. We built our own website. Then we built our own workflow, which is a chatbot, which uses Wikipedia as its source of information. We connected website that we built with the workflow using webhooks. And now we can talk to our chatbot using the web interface. What you can do is that you can also replace the webhook or the chat interface with nodes like Telegram or WhatsApp or something else, any messenger. So now you have a chatbot inside of WhatsApp or Telegram or any other messenger as well. So it can be used as something which is not dependent on a website. It can be used on other social media platforms or channels. So while we wait for the next video to come up, I hope you liked this one. If you did, please subscribe, give me a like, it helps a lot. Thanks a lot. We'll see you in our next video. Cheers.